What's good? It's your boy Jordo from jordobeats.com. I'm coming at you today with part 2 of this series, how to monetize your music. This is about understanding your product. First of all, I should say, if you haven't seen part 1, which is understanding the whole model of what I want to get across to you, go ahead and click the link below. I'm going to put a link down there where you need to check that out first. And the reason that is because that's kind of the big picture. You need to have, the end in mind. Whatever you want, whatever goal you set, you need to have a clear picture in your mind of where you're headed. That way you can get a clear picture of the path to get there. I'm going to give you the path, but you need to understand what it is you're building right now. So many artists just think that they're, and producers as well, hustling tracks, hustling beats, hustling this, that, and the other, hustling merchandise. That is the wrong mindset to have, and I want to completely eradicate that from your headspace. Just get it out of there. What you are a brand, and what that brand is for is a business. You are a business. You need to build a business, okay? And that is how to make money making music. Straight up, if you think about it in the terms of what major labels do for artists, major labels know nothing about music. They know about making money, and it's the ugly side of the business. I get that, but if you want to sustain a lifestyle doing what you love to do, you've got to learn that side. You've got to learn that side. Even if you are giving all of that to a label, it's still good to know what it is that you're giving away and what you're paying these people for, because there's ways to do it now online that I'm teaching you in this series. You don't need a label. You can do it all yourself, and you can scale it up just like any business, gets big as you're willing to go. It doesn't take a lot of work. It doesn't take a lot of work at all, as a matter of fact, and once you get the hang of it, you'll actually really love doing it. It's just being able to connect with your fans. And when you do that, then you sell them what you have to offer, your products. And that's what this video is about today, your product. Obviously, your tracks, your singles, those are products. Your albums, those are products. That's the easy way. That's not the easy way, that's the old way, I guess is what I should say. That's how everyone in the music industry used to depend on making money, was selling albums, selling tracks, That's not really the way to do it anymore. First of all, that was dependent on selling CDs. You walk into Walmart today or Target, you might find some CDs, but that's about it. I mean, the CD stores, the Karma, the Sam Goody, when I was growing up, those stores are gone because people are not buying CDs, especially not the 25 bucks they used to crack heads for back in the day. I remember that shit. But anyway, you can still make music and still sell it, sure, but that's only one source of what you need to be making money on. You need to also think of other ways that you can leverage the internet to create different products, so that once you acquire one fan, you don't just have one thing to sell them on, try to get 25 bucks out of somebody for a 3-album set or whatever it is, No. The model that I'm teaching you is to get your customer and then to have multiple products set up that you can sell every single person that comes through what's called your sales funnel. And we'll get to that, so don't freak out if you don't know everything that's going on right now. But with your products, you can also sell merchandise, obviously, on top of your albums and your tracks. You can also sell, it's called a living room concert. If you've got a big enough fan base and you can put out an email blast or connect with fans in a certain area, my buddy just went to one of these up in Chicago. He basically said, for $100, for 97 bucks, you get into the marketing game, you can join me in this living room in Chicago. It's going to be a real intimate, it was actually an acoustic set that my friend went to, and you're also going to get, 2 vinyls that I've pressed, autographed. Come see me, come check it out. You do something like that, man, the vinyls might cost you, on the high side, 30 bucks. If you've got 2 really nice press and a good case and you've autographed them, that costs you 30 bucks. You don't have to ship it because they're coming to you in this venue, this living room that either you've rented out or somebody in the city and you're going to use it. Either one of those, that works. So that's what? It's already, if that costs you 30 bucks, that's $70 profit straight to you. There's no Ticketmaster, there's no Ticketfly, none of that taking your service charges or whatever. That's all going straight to you. And now, not only that, you've also got a room, a living room full of your target market, your die-hard fans that want to see you that up close and personal. So you give your show, and then you hang out a while. You've got your merchandise. You've got, other vinyls that you have that they're not getting in their package deal. You've got, I've seen people sell lifetime tickets to events. If you're in control of your tickets, like you're not going to Ticketmaster, Ticketfly, things like that, you're in control of your own tickets, you're going to local venues and you're selling your own tickets, you can do something like a lifetime, it's almost like a membership, Give me $300 for this lifetime ticket, and any show that I ever do that you're around for, I'm going to let you in. That's another way to do it. Not everybody can pull that off. It takes a little bit of savviness, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. You're building what's called a raving fan culture. If you think about like Apple versus Windows, you've got Windows and people are like, oh yeah, that's cool. But if you find somebody that likes Apple, they're geeked about Apple. They will get in a fight with you about how much better their iPhone or their iPad is, better than your tablet. How do they do that? Because Apple's marketing and the way that they approach things, they build raving fans. And those fans convert other people into fans. It is a great business model. That's what I want you to do with this model that I'm presenting to you. With the products that you give out, what you always want to make sure is that you're giving more, that your fans feel like they are receiving more from you with your vinyls, your intimate concerts, whatever, than you're asking for in return in money. Does that make sense? So they always feel like you're over-delivering. And you want to do that. I mean, yeah, you need money to sustain your lifestyle, but at the same time, isn't this about putting good vibes out into the world? Isn't this about blessing people with your music, allowing people to be touched by the message that's in your music? I mean, that's really what it's about. But at the same time, you can make money for it and feel good about selling something. Selling has such a negative connotation. You think about like a used car salesman like trying to pull one over on you and sell you a shitty car that's going to blow up in your face just after the warranty or whatever. No, don't think of it like that. You have good music, okay? You have people that are touched by your music. Learn about what music does for people. Music's always going to be around. It's always been around. It's because it's a universal language. People connect emotionally. You get feelings from music. I mean, it's what you're doing is first of all, it's a gift. It's a talent. Not everybody loves to do that. But second time, people need that from you. So you have to keep making tracks and then sell them. And that's okay. It's okay to sell them. Okay, it's a good thing. The world needs you to sell them. Okay. Going back to Apple, if you read the Steve Jobs biography, Apple doesn't happen without music. He talks at length about how much he had to have music on when he was, doing what he was doing, developing, researching, all of that. It kept him moving. You can lose track of time and, just through being in a good vibe with an artist that you can connect with. You are that for a group of people. I'm trying to get you into a method of connecting with those people automatically and then being able to sell their products. Like we said, we've been through what are your products. You've got singles, you've got albums, you've got merchandise, you've got living room concerts. At the same time, you can do a streaming concert. Sell tickets for $5. It doesn't even have to be that much. And say, on such and such day at such and such time, I'm going to be in my studio just goofing around, bullshitting with my producer or whatever, and I'm gonna put it on Ustream, for $5. And then people will come. It's just like, think about it. You can have a concert in your own living room. You can go to a concert in your drawers. You're watching it on a computer. Nobody cares what you look like. You can enjoy your music, and then maybe you can even say, yeah, you get a free ticket, or not free. For $5, you get a ticket to the Ustream, and then for free, I'm gonna record what we've got here with our own equipment. I'm gonna make sure you get that too. So again, you're over delivering. And $5 may not sound like a lot, but you know what? If you set up a Ustream account, spend $100, $200 on all the equipment. You've already got the equipment. You don't even have to spend money on that. It's all profit. It's all profit. And you don't have to do it just once. You can do it over and over and over and over again. It's about that mindset again. When you think about a job, you think about, if I just put enough time in, I'll get my paycheck and I'll work my 40 hours and blah, 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 blah. That's not what this business is like. You can waste a lot of time doing, busy work or like stuff you would do if you're on the clock somewhere. No, this is about creating money. This is about creating value that you turn into profit because you sell it to someone for more than it costs you to make it. That's the mindset you need to have, okay? So again, this was part 2 of the series. We're going to do more, and I'm going to put the link below to that, to part 3. But what I want you to get out of this is, first, you have to see part 1. Understand the model I'm trying to help you build. Number 2, this is our product, We've got our actual tracks, but then also understand that people are buying the relationship with you. Merchandise. They want your autograph on certain vinyls, certain CDs even. It's stuff that they can, from memorabilia type stuff. And then they also want those concerts. Those are just some ways to make money. I'm working on a more in-depth way for music artists to make even more money, and I want to have something where I continually update it. I'm not sure if I've had that by the time you've seen this or not, so I'm going to put one of 2 links below this. I know I've said put a lot of links below this, but it's what it is. I'm just trying to get you the information that you need. I'm either going to have the link to my own product, which is going to be coming soon if it's not there. But if it's not there, I'm going to have the link to John Ojeka's Music Marketing Manifesto, I think is what it's called. He uses the exact same business plan that I've used for jordobeats.com, and it works. It just works. You acquire people, you sell to them. That is the big key to this. You sell to them. You're not putting the burden on your listener, your fan. You're putting the opportunity in front of them. You're going to put a button in front of them that says, hey, just click here, give me your money, I'm going to give you this. And like I said, you don't have to be there for any of that process. So like I said, below here, I'm going to have a link to either my product or John Ojeka's, because I don't want to leave you out in the cold if I haven't put it up down below this yet. But I want you to take advantage of it. I want you to understand that the music you make is special, that not everybody can do it, that people need it, people want it, and you've got a duty, honestly. If that's your calling, if that's your passion, you owe that to us, to the world. So get started making products, and be sure to check out part 3, and we're going to talk about what to do once you've got the products. So this was Jordo at jordobeats.com. If you haven't signed up for a mailing list or whatever with me, I don't know what you're doing. It's all stuff like this. I just want to give you free value. I want to give you, I want to build that relationship with you. I'm here to help. This is something that got me out of a 9-to-5. I want the same for you if that's what you're going through. If that's not what you're going through, if you're already making money, I want to see you grow it exponentially, because once you figure out how to do it, you can scale it up. Because like I said, this is a business. You can be as big as you want to be. And because you do it on your own, you keep a larger profit margin, if that makes sense. When you're signed to somebody else, letting them do the work, they're entitled to some of that money. If you can set up a system that does it automatically, put in a little bit of work here and there, you get to keep all that. You get to keep all that money. You don't need 10 million fans to be buying, because if you can get 1,000, 100,000, whatever your scale you're at, but you're keeping 90% of your profit instead of 5%, those are realistic numbers. If you're signed to a label, those are actually kind of high, to be honest. But man, the possibilities are endless. Possibilities are endless. Keep that control, that creative control of your music, the freedom of your time. Nobody's entitled to you. I can't recommend it enough. But again, if you're trying to get signed, or if you're trying to get more leverage in a deal, doing this stuff gets you noticed. There are A&R online looking, for talent to sign to magnify what they're doing. Doing these kind of steps that I'm showing you is going to make you discoverable. It's going to capture your audience, and we'll talk more about that in the next videos. But man, if music is what you love to do, and first of all, if you're not doing it, silly. You need to start taking action right now. If you are doing it, let's make this as big as we can, baby. Me and you. This is Jordo from jordobeats.com. hit me up, like, subscribe, whatever you do to show support. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you in a couple days. Peace.